Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julie and I am a mom to 5. We homeschool, and today I just want to take you guys along for a homeschooling day in the life. It is after 9 o'clock now, so we're about to start school. I didn't share any of our morning routine before school. I did post a video just last week actually where I showed our morning routine. So that's everything before school starts. So chores are done, breakfast is done, all that. Our kids are starting right now with a morning workout. They have been doing these karate lesson workouts on the YouTube channel Dojo Go. I will put that right here. I've mentioned this YouTube channel a couple times just recently here, and I've had questions saying, what was that YouTube channel? We want to try a morning workout for our kids as well. So this is how we start our school day. I am usually just finishing up my breakfast, pouring myself a coffee, and I turn on a workout video for the kids. That gives me 15 minutes to just kind of quickly finish tidying up the kitchen. I looked on the floor and realized that it needed a quick sweep, so I did that, grabbed a coffee, and the kids are just finishing up their workout, and it's time for us to start our morning basket Bible time. Good morning, Wesley. What are you doing? You're putting the buttons on. Wesley's doing this little activity where you push the little buttons into the holes, right?
There's no more pink.
There's no more pink? That's right, there isn't. I see more blue and more orange. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. Our Bible time is done. We're taking like a quick 1-minute break for the kids each to find something to play with because we are about to do our read aloud time. And so I let the kids each play with something on the floor. They can either like do a puzzle, play a game, draw, Lego, any sort of activity, as long as there is no talking and no reading involved. They can play with something as I do our read aloud. So I usually read aloud for 20 to 30 minutes. This is the Bible book I'm using. We have songs in there, memory verses in there. So that is done. And then for our read aloud time today, I think I'm going to finish this book. Oh yeah, we're super close to the end, guys. We're very close to the end of the Warrior Challenge. I'm going to read that to the bigger kids, and then I like to first read a book to the younger 2 kids. And so our book this week has been The Story of Ferdinand. Okay, we've got everybody set. Wesley requested Duplo. Oh, I see. It's a motorcycle, isn't it? Simeon and Elijah are playing, what game is it, Simeon?
Set.
Playing set. Charity's playing Barbies. Zara is playing Barbies. Yes.
Set is one in Korean.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did you learn that?
1, 2, and 2. Chicken foot. And then next.
Oh, from your counting? From your counting with the karate?
1, 2, and.
So no more talking now, okay? From his resting place on the grassy bank, David watched as Father Zeisberger came walking back from his conference with Joseph's father. We still have several hours of daylight, Father Zeisberger called out. Let's continue along the river a ways before making camp. The march will help everything dry out faster. Wesley, what's going on, dude? What, did you find something under the cushion?
Yeah.
What is it?
This.
Oh, hooray. We have moved over to the table now, and we are getting started on our Gather Round lesson. So this is the unit study that we do. I read a teacher's portion, and then the kids each have their own workbooks to work through, answering questions, and so on. Do you like Gather Round?
Yeah.
We are still working through the Canadian government unit. Each unit has 20 lessons, so 20 days, and so that usually takes us 5 weeks or so. We are gonna get started on that. You guys are all joining me. Did you want to say something? No? Does your family ever watch the news? What about reading newspaper? You're right, we don't ever watch the news.
No.
What about reading newspaper articles?
Never.
Or articles on the internet? These are all forms of media. The media has a strong influence in our world. One name that is associated with journalism around the world for his significant impact is Joseph Pulitzer, an American editor and publisher of newspapers in the late 19th century. I finished my reading portion, so each of the kids, like I said, has a different level of book that they're working through. This is not today's lesson, this is yesterday's that Zara never got to. Can I just turn the page real quick and see what you're supposed to do today about the media? So here's what she has. She's coloring a picture of a computer and a TV, and then answering.
I think it's a desktop and a laptop.
I don't know. Maybe.
What?
And then, oh yes, it says color the pictures of the computers. Okay, you're right. And then there's some questions for her to answer about what is an election and so on. The kids all are going to have that. So finish that page. Yes, and then for Simeon, he has a work page to do here, writing out some stuff. Charity's page actually looks very, very similar to Simeon's page, and then Elijah's page over here. Just a second. He has this page, sketch a media source, compare and contrast newspaper and television. He's going to write some notes here, and then all of the kids have this same oral narration page. They all have that, so I will just ask questions for them all to answer together. And this unit that we're on is just a mini unit, so it's 20 lessons, but each lesson only has 2 work pages for the kids. And then those are tomorrow's work pages, so 2 work pages, and then we go on to writing. Let's go youngest to oldest as I ask these questions, okay? My first question is for Zara, if Zara can answer this. Zara, what is an election? Okay, that's a tricky one. Simeon, what is an election?
Where somebody's gonna be the president?
Prime Minister, right? So it's where you vote,
I know.
right? It's where you vote for who's gonna be the leader. Even if it's a smaller election, like voting for a premier, you are voting for someone to be a leader, right? Be a representative in the government. Charity, what is the title given to the person who runs a town or a city?
A mayor.
Good. Okay,
don't know
time
what
to
I
get
said,
Wesley.
I said
Do you want crayons or markers? Do you want the dot markers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. There you go. It is writing time. Everybody has a Handwriting Without Tears book. Wesley's still working on his dots. Good job, bud.
Yeah.
What letter is that? Yeah. And what does the D say? Good. So start with your magic C. Up and down. Good. Elijah and Charity are both over here. They are both on the same book, working on some cursive.
I'm actually ahead of Elijah, Mom, because he is on E and E is back here.
Okay.
And then I
Oh, Elijah, how did she get a couple pages ahead of you?
don't know. Way ahead.
work.
Because she does like 4 pages every day.
I don't know.
I only do 2.
I have some cursive to check. Charity, your penmanship is so neat. I love it. Here on the corner of the whiteboard is where I just write down the subjects that we're doing each day, and then what I like to do is just put the kids' initials here, and then they just erase their initials when they are done that subject, and then they can look up here and just see how they're doing. So that's our gather round and they're done writing. We still are going to finish math this morning, and then Elijah's about halfway done his piano practice actually. He just has a little bit to finish up. They each do some reading, and then they each have a song they're working on for church that they need to practice today too. Gather round and writing. The kids always have a little break, so it is currently 11:11. So I get them to go outside for about 15 to 20 minutes and have a break, and then they come in and all we do before lunch is math time. So during this time, I am usually doing something in the house, something I need to catch up on, whether I am moving laundry on, that's what I have to do. I started a load of laundry this morning, I need to move that on, or I may be doing something on the computer, or making a phone call, or cleaning up. Often I'm doing lunch prep, so in that 15 minutes I am getting something done in the house before everyone comes in, so everyone will come in around 11:30 and do some math. Everyone's inside now and doing their math. So Zara is working on some addition. She's doing some plus zeros, right? 1 plus 0. So start writing in your answers. Simeon is over here. He is doing teaching textbooks now. So he does his teaching textbooks every day on the iPad with headphones in, so we don't all have to hear it. Elijah is here on the desktop doing his level of teaching textbooks. Charity's over here doing her teaching textbooks. It's great having them all independently work on their math. And Wesley just came up to me and said, what? Wesley, what did you ask for?
Play-Doh.
He asked for Play-Doh, and I said, Wesley, you can play Play-Doh when... What do you have to do first?
Clean up my Play-Doh.
Clean up your Lego. So he left Duplo on the floor this morning. He left a puzzle on the floor this morning. So when he's done that, we're gonna do Play-Doh.
The windows. The windows, Mommy.
I see, bud.
What?
Wesley's got his Play-Doh. What am I looking at?
What?
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Just catching up here, seeing how Zara's doing. She's a little distracted by the Play-Doh. Hey, Zara, if you do your couple of pages quickly, you might have time to do some Play-Doh before lunch, okay? So 7, remember when you do a question like this, Zara, it needs to go beside it. So 1 plus 0 equals, what is that?
No, this is a 1.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like a 1. It looks very much like a 7. I want you just to do here, just erase it all. Erase it all. See, this is what happens when I'm not close by watching Zara. Your answer needs to go right here beside it. So put your 1 right here. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Okay, same with this one. Put your answer right here. We'll leave the other 2, but remember, whenever you have a question in a straight line like that, I want you to put your answer right at the end. Good. 7 plus 0 is 7. 3 plus 0 is 3. And there you wrote out all of your numbers. Zara, that is so neat. You did great. Okay.
And I did it fast.
You did? That's awesome. Okay, did you build it? Let me check it. 1, 2, 300, and 1 T, 4. 314. Great job. So let me just give you a check mark here. And now you're gonna build this number. What number is that? And I hear Wesley over here asking me for some help. What do you need some help for, bud?
Open this.
Open the barbecue here. Okay, what's in here? You didn't put anything in. Are you gonna make a hamburger?
Cool.
Each of the kids have a chore, a job for every meal. And so Zara's job at lunch is to help me make lunch, right, Zara? So today we're going to have...
Do you make, what is it again? Oh yeah, noodles.
You helped me make noodle soup before. Yeah, you're a big helper. So we're gonna make a peanut butter banana smoothie. So she is helping me out. Put that last banana in and then go get our jar. I bet you can do it. Go get our jar of peanut butter after, okay? So there's our lunch, banana peanut butter smoothie and some of this cranberry pumpkin seed bread toasted with honey and some boiled eggs. After after lunch, chore time. Dishes are getting done. Charity's just getting ready to get the floor swept. And I am coming to sit down with my Zara because she has her reading book ready to go, and so we are going to do her reading lesson. She does have her reading book sitting here beside me on the couch, but she has gone on the floor to play Barbies. Okay, come sit with me so that we can do your reading lesson. Sound out this word here.
Veil.
Good, and say it fast.
Veil.
What about this one here?
The. Then.
Good. This is probably the trickiest time of the day, is getting everybody's individual stuff done. So when we do our group subjects, like when we do gather round and our morning basket and math, I find that pretty good because we're all just doing it together. But after lunch, getting all the lunch cleanup done and getting piano practice done, and then the kids started on reading and Zara's reading lesson, and that's usually the time when the kids do their typing twice a week too. It's just kind of a crazy time. So I just sent Wesley and Zara upstairs. I'm gonna go up and say goodnight to them in a minute because they have a quiet time in their rooms. Wesley naps still, and the kids are just finishing up some piano practice and getting into their independent reading time. We're almost there. We're almost to where I have a little hour and a half of quiet time. I definitely look forward to that time and find it to be a very necessary part of our day. Just doing some school reading right now. Simeon, what book are you reading? Can you show me the front? What is the Battle of Gettysburg? He, for some reason, always wants to call this Gettysburg. Gettysburg. Can you say that again?
Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, the Battle of Gettysburg. Charity is reading. What book are you reading?
Discovering History's Heroes, Ida B. Wells.
Very good. Do you like it?
Yeah.
And Elijah, show us what book you're reading.
This book.
Where is the Great Barrier Reef? Good. So the kids each read for about half an hour. And here's Wesley waiting for me to read a book to him. What am I reading to you? What? My first book of baseball. That's not really your level, but is that what you want to read with Mommy?
Yeah.
Okay. Good night, mister. Do you want to be tucked in?
Yeah.
Get your toesies in, silly. Get your toesies in. Good night. I love you.
I like you.
Night night.
I actually have one of these.
Do ya?
Yeah, I have one of these.
Okay, are you going to quietly play with Lego during quiet time? You can be quiet. You have lots of stuff all over the floor to play with. I mean, there's no shortage of things to play with, so enjoy. It looks like we might have to clean up your room this afternoon too. Okay, time to close this video. The three big kids are still doing some reading, but they will go and have a little quiet time as well. I think Elijah and Charity, hey, are you guys gonna go outside for quiet time? I think that would be a good idea today. Simeon will go to his room. The two big kids will go outside. And again, like I said, give me a little quiet time in here. I actually have to film a video today. And all we have left school-wise is Simeon has to practice the piano. Other than that, we checked everything off of our list. So thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a day in our homeschool life. If you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
Farewell.